Next up, I have a Mel Robbins clip that talks about why so many of us actually psych ourselves out by judging ourselves before anyone else does.
Every time you hide, every time you avoid, every time you silence yourself, you're rejecting yourself. You're saying, I'm not good enough to be seen. You're saying, I don't belong up front. You're saying this person is probably going to reject me if I show up on a date and I look like my normal self. So I'm going to reject myself first by covering up what I actually look like. When you stand in the back of the photo, that's judgment. When you sit silently at work and don't speak up, that's judgment. And you've probably brushed it off like, oh, it's no big deal. It is a big deal. You think that somebody's going to judge you. The truth is, you've already judged yourself.
So this is so true. And I know from my own experience, I know ever since all my speech challenges started up, following the whole acute phase of my life-threatening illness, which I'm still healing from, but I know like plenty of times I've entered, or like I'll enter a room, or be having a conversation with people, and will think to myself, oh, if they hear me stammer and stutter, they're gonna judge me?
They judge me before they even know me.
Or not gonna talk to me anymore. Or what if they laugh at me and make fun of me? And initially also, my speech was actually extremely slurred after getting out of the hospital, but shortly after that I was a camp counselor for a lot of years, and early on some kids were asking me, what's wrong with you? Why do you sound like that? You know how kids could be sometimes. But once they got to know me, I actually became somebody their favorite counselor, and they would actually tell me how they forgot something was wrong with me, quote unquote. Same thing when it came to me coaching basketball. A few years ago when I was asked to coach a team, the first game I was actually very hesitant and quiet, until one of the kids on the team who I ended up becoming super close with told me that like the team needed to hear what I had to say, and they all loved and believed in me. And so I ended up coaching this team for 3 years, and if you guys looked at the comments from a recent post I made, from kids on my team, as well as like those not even on my team, but who I just met as being part of the league, you'd see that like they weren't judging me or my speech challenges, but loved me so much as a coach and as a person. And same thing when it comes to having a podcast, or interacting with plenty of people at my gym, where like I'm now often referred to as like the mayor of Lifetime. I would initially psych myself out thinking that they may not want to talk to me. To be clear though, I've never thought of myself as any less for having these perfect imperfections as I'll see them, but I never know how others might react or perceive me. And of course some people can't handle me as I am, but those aren't the people who I want in my life anyways. But as a result of me putting myself out there, I now talk to plenty of people at my gym on a daily basis. I have plenty of people who come up to me wanting to talk to me, and I now inspire so many of you out there every day on social media, I hope. So don't worry about what others may say or may think. Don't psych yourself out of like a really good potential situation or potential experience just by judging yourself too soon.